Hello, hello. Hope you're having a good day. A little bit cloudy here today, but still warm. Cicadas are out singing their song, doing their thing. And yeah, just had one of my brushing my teeth revelations about what I was wanting to share today. And it's about a book that I have listened to on Audible many times, and it's by Jane Roberts, and it's called Seth Speaks, The Nature of Personal Reality, and it's a channeled text that was written in the early 70s. Yeah, and I have got so much out of, there's two of these books I've been listening to, Seth's books, and I have got so much out of them. And I remember the first time I listened, I was just like, oh, every time something challenged my current viewpoint and my current belief system, you get this uncomfortable feeling, and yet part of me would be going, yeah, there's truth in this, sit with it, hold it, and so I would then let it sit and go back and re-listen to it another time, and suddenly there'd be these aha moments. I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, inside me I knew there was truth, but this up here I was like, this doesn't fit with what I've always known. And it's been a wonderful journey, and there's been many books along the way, and I'd like to share some of them that have really transformed the way I perceive this reality. And yeah, Seth Speaks, The Nature of Personal Reality is definitely one of them. And one of his, the video is shaking because it's windy. One of his points, one of the main points of the book is the point of power is in the present moment. And that this moment here, me talking to you, is made up of many probable realities that have brought me to this point where I am now doing this video. And so we have these webs that work, and it's like it's another word for the field of possibilities, where there's all these alternate choices and roads that we could go on, and sometimes we are very aware of the choices we make, and other times we're just going. And it's usually with society's dictates, or the pendulums that we're involved in, or the way we've been brought up, and we just float along without even consciously being aware of how we're creating our reality. But he's saying, okay, the moment you realize this, the point of power is right now in this present moment. And in this present moment, you can alter future probable realities. But not only that, you can alter past probable realities, because past events and past probable realities are still have an energy and a movement of their own. And when I first heard this, I was like, oh, no, that's a biggie. But realizing everything is energy, and everything continues to live on. But he's saying the beauty of this is when you realize the power of this present moment, then when you, like for me, it's like I remember, something triggers off a past event, and you just feel the feeling of it, and you're just like, ugh. And so then I stop. Like I had one to do with my second son Josiah. When he was a kid, he had some learning difficulties. He's got dyslexia, and this beautiful, wonderful, loving, fun child whose spirit slowly got dampened by this schooling system that tried to fit him into a mold. And at the time, I tried my best to navigate that, but I had this deep regret, and like, I should have done more. And so this memory sort of came up, and so I went back there to that point in time, to that reality. And number one, I had to forgive myself. I'm like, okay, Tracy, you did the best at the time with what you had. You did the best you thought you could. And so I had to go, okay, gotta let that go, gotta forgive myself. And then for Josiah, I had to send loving energy and just say to this soul, this child, I see you, I see your uniqueness, I see the wonderful soul that you are, I see the situation that you're in, and I just send you loving energy, yeah, and I just release any hurt and any misunderstanding and any angst that might have come about with not being seen and not being heard, and I just send you that love and that energy, yeah, and it releases it, and it also alters his probable realities in some way and mine in this present moment, and that's trippy as fuck and good. So I don't recommend going on a witch hunt for things that have happened in the past, but you know the feeling when suddenly a memory comes up or someone reminds you of something and it's just got this either regret or shame or hurt laced with it. Then just stop and take a moment, go back, use the power of this present moment to alter and reframe that past present moment that is still in existence today. Then that alters your reality now. Yeah, powerful stuff. And then you can go the other way. So the power is in the present moment. You can consciously, with awareness, alter your future present moments. So, but there's always a delayed effect. So if something to do with your health, you are wanting to alter your future reality, then you've got to realize then there's got to be an outworking of it and a consistency and a changing of your perception of your future reality then to it play out. It's like this delayed, slow time warp thing where these realities come into your present reality, your current reality. And this is where reality transurfing sets in. And so all these books and people and talks and things are all saying the same thing. That's what I love about it. But they just have a slightly different maybe viewpoint or slant on it. And some work better with me and some don't. And some go, I get the aha, and I get that. I can work with that one. And reality transurfing talks about creating a slide. So do you remember, well, you're probably too young, but I remember sitting in my grandparents' lounge, like when we'd all get together in the holidays and at night and that dark in the room, and they'd have this projector sitting up there, and they would, with a screen, one of those big old screens they'd put on a wall, and they'd have a slideshow, and they'd have the round carousel thing with all the slides that fit into it, and they would turn it, and they'd have this very particular noise, the ka-chunk, when a new slide went down, and then on the screen there would be this picture of this holiday that we had, and you see the picture and it was in colour then, and you were immediately brought to that place and time, and you could remember the smells of the sea, the salty air and the heat of the day. And I remembered it was a really hot day, one of these slides, and the feeling I had on that day was just like, I was so happy, just the magic of it. I was at the beach and there was just this freedom of, I could do whatever I wanted, particularly back then. Kids could roam free as long as they came home by 6 o'clock. You could do what you like. But, so, back to the slide. So, Vadim Zeland, Reality Transurfing, he says, create a slide of the future reality you are wanting to create. So embed it with colour, with light, with smell, with sound, with feeling. And the most important thing, Seth speaks about this too, is feel the feeling of being in that moment, in that slide, with whatever it is. It might be with someone you are wanting to have a life partner, or a lover, or a home, or perfect health. Yes, perfect health. Why not? And so create this slide. Just one slide. Don't overcomplicate, and imbue it with meaning, feeling, emotion, smell, taste, touch, whatever sets you off. If words are your thing, put words in it. Some of us get get turned on by different things. And that is your slide, and every now and then during the day when you remember it, just play that slide. Flick it down, look at it, feel it, and then let it go. Don't put any effort into it. If you're struggling to create the slide and holding on to it and putting effort into it, it's actually saying that that slide's not for you. Usually it's something you think you want. You think, oh, I really want to have this perfect home or something, but it's actually society's expectations that you're bought into. You will know when it is your slide and it's meant for you, because it will just be easy and you'll immediately feel this aliveness and this energy that comes into you when you play that slide, and you know it's you. And so just randomly, like when you're in the shower, just before you go to sleep, when you're lying in bed, just play that slide. And that, my friends, is an easy way to create your reality and to alter future probable realities. Yeah! Can you tell I love this? Yep, I do. Yeah, so that's me for today. Got slightly excited, but that's a good thing. Enthusiasm is a wonderful thing. Yeah, so that book was by Jane Roberts. I think it's Seth Speaks, but it's The Nature of Personal Reality. And the other one, of course, is Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zealand. Two amazing books. Have a great day. Sending you love. Mwah.